to some young Chinese designers. I mean, not so young anymore, but the famous people are like Vivian Tam. Does anybody like her? So she's from Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Actually, you know, many friends of mine are teaching at Hong Kong Polytechnic University. And then she is really referring to a lot of Chinese cultural motif. So this is sheath dress, but you can obviously see that it's referring to that plum blossom flowers, right? And then the Chinese style, you know, the not really qipao, but you can see the silhouette of qipao in Vivian Tam's creation. Vivian Tam, okay, hold on. Nancy?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something about Vivian Tam. She was like one of my favorite designers a long time ago. And I was just thinking about her like recently. Is she still in business? Do you know? Because she was great. Like her stuff was so beautiful.
Yeah, you know, Nancy, for sharing your ideas. And yeah, I don't see her boutique so often, but I see her work in many exhibitions these days around the world. Can somebody look it up, like where Vivian Tam's boutique or business is located? You know, some designers are expanding while, you know, people like Vivian Tam is, I guess, downsizing. The artist is just still alive, right? Like, but recently she shown her work in many exhibitions, and also, you know, her clothes is really beautiful in these details. Obviously, she understood a lot about the Chinese traditional motif, right? The butterflies, those things. And then Vivian Tam is the one who used Mao Zedong's portraiture as part of a pattern, right? Did anybody see Vivian Tam's Mao Zedong portrait? Was it, you know, one-piece dress? It looks like,
yes.
Who's this? Alyssa?
Elisa, yeah. That's why I
Yeah.
had my hand raised. I was just about to ask you if she was the one who made that.
Yeah, she is the one who made it. So maybe you can look it up and then, you know, share the link with us. You know, the famous Mao Zedong. It's like a very thin, stretchable, like a mesh style silk fabric. And then, you know, there is the famous Mao Zedong's propaganda portraiture as a pattern.
Yeah, I remember reading it on the Fashion History timeline.
Oh, okay. So yeah, please share. Yeah, share the link. Yeah, go and find it. And then the most prominent, actually, right now is Guo Pei. Have you ever heard of this person?
I love Guo Pei. I couldn't wait till you get to this slide. She's the best.
Oh, who's this?
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel. So yeah, what do you like about her work?
I love her embroidering. So she's actually known for like her embroidering skills and her team because the embroidery is so thick it becomes its own fabric.
Right.
And it's just really great. I just love her.
Right. So people like Guo Pei, just by looking at these clothes, can you feel the sense of enormous wealth? Like as soon as you saw this, do you feel that, wow, this is so expensive? Do you feel it? I hope you feel that way, and that is the look. So Guo Pei is mainland China-based Chinese designer, one of the most successful, you know, from mainland China these days. You know, she's also selling her clothes to the most prominent figures in China. So you can imagine all the celebrities got one, or really wealthy people. Do you know Alibaba's founder, Ma Wian? I think, you know, those kind of people will be Guo Pei's clients, right? She's very confident in using the Asian motif, and as it says, theatricality. Like sometimes you know, exaggeratedly explosive, right? Like a decorative. There was one dress at the China Through the Looking Glass. It's made of the gold thread. You should have seen that. That's what Rachel was referring to as embroidery work.
Yeah, Rihanna's dress.
Oh, that was Rihanna's
Yeah,
piece. Oh,
people made it into like a really big meme, so that's how you can find it.
Right. So how many people worked on that embroidery? But we don't know, right? You can only imagine, right? And how many hours are we talking about embroidering that type of dress? Well, at least thousands hours, right? So yeah, that this extremely rich tradition gives us that ideas of wealth, opulence, and what is it? Opulence and perfection. In a way, it is perfect. So whenever I see Guo Pei's work, I am thinking of Chinese porcelain from Song Dynasty or Ming Dynasty. Those kind of level of excellence in the execution of every single detail of it. Time is almost done, so I'm just going through, like, this is Lanyu again. My students last semester, they found these kind of new designers, Lanyu's work, and then you can see the motif of Chinese clothes, Chinese traditional motif. Here it's a Qing dynasty, right? Like an emperor's robe had this type of embroidery, or you can see the pattern. This is common for woodwork, furniture, or Chinese painting in white and blue pigments, or Lei Li Shu and Jiang Yutong. They have their company, Shu Shu Tong. And then this looks a bit like a kimono, isn't it? So this is what I mean by now synthesis. Like young designers, they not only go to their own ethnic heritage, but synthetic synthesis. But other type of Asian culture, maybe South Asia or Philippines, those kind of area. And do you know public school? So I am discovering these new designers. They are ever coming, and this is what my students really liked last year.